Not only that, you got everybody from MSNBC to ESPN making jokes already about the team with this ridiculous nickname. They're clown. They were on MSNBC this morning. That's a non-sports entity. That's how this name is viewed out of the New Orleans market, but even in the New Orleans market. But the man with the gold decides the rules. So it is, as a lady once told me, it is what a TI is. So let's move on. The Lakers, the Los Angeles Lakers. Speaking about the All-Star game, Dwight Howard selected by the fans as the starting center combo forward because the NBA has decided that there's no real true centers anymore, so they're trying to put that position together, center forward. Well, he was selected by the voters as a starter. How could you select Dwight Howard as a starter to an all-star team? This is why the NBA is the NBA and the NFL is what the NFL is. How are you going to let this guy be a starter? He missed the majority of the last 3 months of last year after back surgery. And let's face it, he's done absolutely nothing this year for the LA Lakers. It's been a disaster through 42 games. It's been injury after injury. He left last night's game after 10 minutes, re-injuring the shoulder. Hasn't been the same since the back surgery. Can't hit a free throw to save his life. Shooting in the 30 and 20, high 20 percentile. Hasn't been dominant in any statistical category. Averaging career lows. Points, rebounds, blocks, you name it, across the board. So now the big discussion is in LA. Do we trade him? How are you going to trade damaged goods? How are you going to trade a guy that's going to be a free agent? He only signed 1 year with the Lakers. 1 year. This guy, I've never seen a guy that had such a promising career, such a promising persona, such a promising future as an endorser. Totally self-inflicted wound destroy his reputation. When Dwight Howard came into the league, straight out of high school, from a suburb of Atlanta, clean cut, good looking kid, nice smile, nice personality, no tattoos, hard working, dominant from day one. Man, this is just like marketing gold. Advertisers like him, sponsors like him, fans like him. Fantastic. Orlando forgot that Shaq once played there. But then all of a sudden, I don't know whether he started people whispering in his ear. Last 2 years, he just started like always being a malcontent, a sourpuss, always complaining. I want out of Orlando, whispering behind the scenes to anybody and everybody that would listen. Got his coach, Stan Van Gundy, fired, but tried to remain clean hands. Said, wasn't me. Wasn't me. Yes, it was you. You wanted them gone, so the organization, the general manager owner, they fire a good coach in hopes of keeping you there. But then after you fired your coach to stand up for this kid, he said, you know what, I'm not even signing with y'all. I don't care that you fired him. I know I wanted it, but that ain't enough. I don't think I want to be here. So you had the New Jersey Nets moving into a new facility in the Bronx, partially owned by Jay-Z and a Russian billionaire. They want a name to compete against the Knicks and Carmelo Anthony and Madison Square Garden and all that history and tradition. They're willing to move heaven and earth to get him. Orlando can't pull the trigger because he's constantly wishy-washy. I don't know if I want to go there. I don't know. No, I don't. I want to go there. I don't. Behind the scenes, or as he thinks. He doesn't know everybody willing to sell you out nowadays in the media. There's no such thing as off the record now. So then, on the verge of them just washing their hands saying, we can't do anything, you can just go at the end of the year. He says, no, don't trade me. Don't trade me. I'm going to sign a 1-year tender with you. So he signed on for 1 year, even though he could have walked last year. But the day he signed it, 2 days later, he was saying he wasn't signing again. What's the point? Go. Go as a free agent or let them trade you. So the Lakers say, you know what? Come on over here. Be getting rid of Andrew Bynum. He's constantly hurt. Think he's a malcontent, even though he's younger and arguably more gifted offensively, even though he's not the athlete that you are. He goes to Philadelphia. He hasn't even played this year. So far, that's working out for the Lakers. But we don't know going forward, once he gets healthy, how that will work out and how that trade will be judged. But anyway, you wind up with Dwight. Dwight is supposed to be the bridge. Not only is he supposed to help Kobe win one last title, Kobe now in his 17th year, but he's the bridge to when Kobe retires and continuing the Lakers' standard of excellence and dynasty. It ain't working. It's simply not working. First of all, it was foolish bringing Steve Nash into the mix as a point guard. He's damn near 50 years old. If he was a damn dog, he would be on the porch asleep half the day. That's dog years. So what happened? Steve Nash right out the bat, first game, boom, he gets kicked in the side of the leg. He's out for like 2 months. They would always kill me when Steve said, I've never quite had an injury like this. No kidding. That happens when your ass gets old. A lot of shit that ain't never happened to you before happens. You're not young. You're old. So then, it already wasn't working out with Dwight Howard, with Steve Nash. So you got Paul Gasol and Kobe, 2 3-time world champions together. You know, everybody's confused because Paul is used to playing one way. Dwight can only play one way with his back against the basket. So he's not productive, Paul Gasol. So the whole thing is falling apart. They're under 500. So you're going from a team that you thought could contend for a title, not even making the playoffs. But then, to make matters worse, you fire your coach 2 weeks into the season like it's his fault. It wasn't the bus son, Jim, that put this together, this mess. And Mitch Kupchak, the general manager, it wasn't their fault. It's the coach's fault. Must be his problem. So you say, we just need Phil Jackson in. Hall of Fame, best ever. Phil says, you know what? No problem. I might come. Let me give all my people a call on various teams around the league that I want as assistant coaches. Tell them we're going to do this one more time. So while Phil is in the process behind the scenes of getting his staff ready, they try to screw Phil and hire Mike D'Antoni. Guy that's never won anything in his life. Never. Make a fool out of Phil. For what? What was that all about? You're talking about some personal problems. What is the bus son? He's a little upset because everyone knows that Phil's longtime girlfriend is his sister, Jenny Bus. So is that like a little payback? Man, that's some deep stuff. All you psychiatrists out there, you psych majors, you can delve into that. That will make a good thesis paper. But anyway, you hire Mike D'Antoni, never won anything. The guy doesn't coach defense. He'll tell you he don't play no defense. But then you're hiring a coach whose whole game plan and system is just run up the ball and get up as many shots as you can in 6, 7, 8 seconds. A whole style and game plan that's for what? Out-athleticize your opponent. Be better in shape, better legs, more condition. How the hell you gonna do that? You got a 50-year-old point guard. You got Kobe, 17, 18-year legs in the league. He's not going to be able to do it. Paul Gasol, who's not known to be running up and down the court. And then Dwight Howard, who just plays with his back, that's hurt, coming off back surgery. And a bench of people like Antoine Jamison that have about 14, 15 years in the league. You don't have any youthful stars or supporting role players. You got Meta World Peace, Ron Artest, 12, 13 years in the league. All players that have seen their better days. But you're going to install a coach and a system that's designed to run up and down and basically be younger and more athletic? And you expect, then you wonder, what happened? Man. Where's my monkey when I need him? Where's my damn monkey for my Fool of the Week award? Woo! Fools all the way around. Well, we've enjoyed this live edition of the Sports Parade Magazine Daily Podcast. I hope you have. For Thursday, January 24th, 2013. Countdown to Super Bowl week, baby. And we'll be live and in living color all week long on the Sports Parade Magazine Podcast. So you remember, check us out, sportsparademagazine.com. Hit me up on Twitter, @MarksWord or @SportsParadeMag. Because, baby, you know I give it to you straight with no chasing. And we'll be streaming tomorrow with our video blog blast tomorrow as we talk about more in the world of sports. And I get ready to pack my bags. I gotta go. I gotta pack my bags. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow.
So packed, these girls so drunk. I got a bottle, got my money and I start bow. The club full of bad bras and they came to play. Okay, it must be air, cause it ain't your fate. Now if you looking for them bottles and them stacks, girl, then make your way up to my section where it's at, girl. Okay, now do you wanna kick it with somebody with a meal ticket broke, so they looking mad, they just gotta deal with it. Get right, girl, roll the dice, girl. You ain't gotta be ashamed cause you like, girl. But every day I strip behind the wall, I do a big ride, fly, stun, shining ball. I got a bunch of money, so come and get it from me, and a bucket full of bottles, bust it open if you want it. This club so packed, these girls so drunk. This club so packed, these girls so drunk. This club so packed, these girls so drunk. I got a bottle, got my money and I start bow.
Ain't like a young money, young. Pop that pop like a pull a trigger. Shake that like a salt shaker. I keep an L lit up like an elevator. Shake it like a dog, hot like a frog, ride it like a horse. I throw that like darts. Drink all muddy, flag all bloody. I'm killing these hoes like Ted Bundy. I'm a good looking rapper, I ain't trying to stunt. I'ma fire my body like Donald Trump. Where you at? Where you at? Can a nigga stick his key up in your back, so this club so packed,
these girls so drunk. This club so packed, these girls so drunk. This club so packed, these girls so drunk.
I got a bottle, got my money and I start
and move the thing in slow motion like Soldier Slim. And come around, wipe it down like Boo City. And bet that thing up for me and show me that you love me. If it's really too much for you, you can bring a couple buddies. Every day I do my thing, big stones and chains. She let me drill all in her mouth, no Novocaine. Your mother cat broke, so they did what told you thing. I can put you on that G4 and show you thing. I like my women fat booty, pretty toes and thing. Long hair, don't care, long as none down there. If it's manicured, I can have fun down there.